Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. This is Mr. O, and today we're going to learn about parts of similar triangles. If two triangles are similar, then the following corresponding parts are also proportional to the corresponding sides. Altitude. Altitude, we talked about the height. Angle bisector is a segment, a ray, or a line that cuts the angle into two equal angles. Median is like a point from the vertex that cross and goes through the opposite side of a triangle that hits the median. If you are given an altitude, let's say this is an altitude, this are the altitude of these two triangles, we can say that BD and FH, both of them are the altitude, that will be proportional to the other corresponding side. For example, let's say I pick AB from the left triangle, AB. What's the partner of AB here? It's going to be EH. You have to understand that BD and FH are both the altitude of the triangle, and it should be proportional to any corresponding side of the two similar triangles. Take note, these two triangles has to be similar. Okay. Next, let me do the angle bisector. The angle bisector here are QS and UW. So I know that QS over UW. That will be proportional to, so pick another side. Let's say I pick this QR here. And the partner of QR is UV. Okay. You can also pick the other side. Okay. You can pick the QP and the UT. That's okay. You can write here that will be equal also to QP and UT. It doesn't matter. What is important is that I'm showing to you that whatever the angle bisectors, it will be proportional to the corresponding sides of the triangle, same triangle. And here the median are HJ over LN, right here. That will be proportional to, let's say I pick HI over LM. Okay. This is basically your cheat sheet for working on the similar triangles, okay, the parts of it. Okay. So please make sure you pay attention, make sure you understand where I got this proportions here. Okay. All right, let's apply it now here. So given the similar triangles, so all the triangles are similar, similarity statement are given. So for the X. First, what do we have here? This is median, okay? Because the point from the vertex going to the midpoint, from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side, this is the median, okay? So X over 15 right away there. Now we pick a side. Let's say I pick TS. TS is 16. What's the part of TS on the other side? It could be 24 or 20. For me to be right, TS are the first two letters of the similarity statement. So I'm going to go with first two letters, which is also DE. So this should be over 20. And I can simplify 16 and 20. Both of them are divisible by 4. So 4 over 5. And I can cross multiply. X times 5 is 5x. 4 times 15 is going to be 60. So X equal to 12. Kaboom. Very simple, right? Now, let's look at number 2. We have triangle GHI, similar to triangle MLK. Look at the picture. I know that this is 90. So therefore, this is also 90. So we're talking about here altitude. So I know that 10 over 8 are both altitude and is equal to, pick one side here. Let's say where there's only one, the X that we're looking for, and that's IH. IH are the last two letters, so I'm going to use the last two letters, which is LK, which will be 14. I can simplify 10 and 8. That will give me 5 and 4. And I can cross multiply them. 4 times X is 4X. 5 times 14 is 70. So therefore, I'm going to have 70 divided by 4 is 17.5. Kaboom. Next, number 3 here. I have a triangle ABC is similar to triangle EGF. Again, this notation means that they are congruent and that means that CD and FH are the angle bisector. So I can use the 32 over 24 is equal to, let me look for the x. The x is right here on the other triangle, so I need to put x on the bottom here and here. X is the EF, the first and the third letter, so I have to use AC, which is 38 there. I know that 32 and 24 are divisible by 4. So if I divide by 4, this will be 8 over 6. I can still work it out. I can divide the 8 by 6 to divide by 2, so 4 and 3. So therefore, I can cross multiply 3 times 38. 3 times 38 is going to be 114. And 4 times x is 4x, obviously. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So divide this by 4. The answer is 28.5 is equal to x. Kaboom. Next, triangle angle bisector theorem. We know the angle bisector cuts the angle into equal parts, but triangle angle bisector theorem says that an angle bisector in a triangle, this is the angle bisector, separates the opposite sides. The opposite side is AD and CD in two segments that are proportional to the length of the two other sides. So meaning to say the two other sides are the X and the Y here. So meaning to say, if I have this angle bisector, I know that AD over DC, those are the opposite of the opposite side of the two segments that crossed by the angle bisector will be proportional to the opposite sides. So since AD is on the left side, so I'm going to use here AB, which is also on the left, over BC, okay, which is on the right side. So let's look at this example here. I have here KM to be the angle bisector. So therefore, the one on the left side is 4.8 over x. 4.8 over x. So if I start on the left, I start also on the left on the other ratio, 12 over 18. So we know that 12 over 18 are divisible by 6. So this will be 2 and 3. So I can multiply 4.8 times 3. That will give me 14.4 is equal to 2x because x times 2 is 2x. Divide them by 2 will give me x equal to 7.2. Kaboom. Next, I have your triangle JKL, and I have the angle bisector, which is this two here. This angle bisector, I mean. So the opposite sides are 12 over 12 over unknown. What is this portion here? If the entire thing is x and a portion of it is x, so this is 12. So this will be x minus 12. You subtract the whole thing by the portion, which is 12. So this will be x minus 12 here is equal to, since the 12 is on the left side, I'm going to pick 18 over 30. Is it clear? 18 and 30 can be reduced to, both of them are divisible by 6. So 18 divided by 6 is 3, and this will be 10. You can cross multiply this. That will give you 3 times x minus 12 is equal to 120. You can distribute or you can divide by 3. Let's distribute now. 3 times x minus 36, 120. It's an ugly 120. 120. Add 36 on both sides. 3x equal to 156. 156 divide by 3 is going to give us x equal to 52. The entire thing is 52, and this will be 40 here. Okay.